Disabled Goths, episode 4, the inspiration episode. Hi everyone, I'm Lara.
And I'm Lara's stunt double.
Slightly less mobile, but...
I never said I was good at being your stunt double.
This episode is called Inspiration is a Dirty Word.
It is indeed a dirty word. Why don't we like inspiration, Lara? What's wrong with inspiration?
Okay, according to Google, the definition for inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative.
Hmm.
I know Trent Reznor inspires me as a musical artist, as a music producer, from a technical perspective. But do people who are sick inspire you? Do people who are in wheelchairs inspire you?
And if so, why do they inspire you?
Why are they so inspiring?
Yeah.
What do they make you feel? Feel sorry for them? Look at Stella Young. She is an incredible young woman. And I'm not saying this because she's in a wheelchair, I'm saying this because she speaks her mind. She did an episode of TED Talks about why she does not want to be your inspiration. And you know what? I'm actually kind of inspired by her. Yeah. I'm inspired to do this video.
Yeah. Look,
the creative process of doing this.
See, I think this is the good side of inspiration when it comes to someone who's sick
actually
or
doing
ill.
something.
Actually, exactly. They're not just they're doing something, they're doing something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, Stella Young, she said, I'm taking the train, and someone was like telling her, you're so brave to be on the train. She's like, what, doing the same thing you're doing, getting to work?
Yeah, exactly. Look, public transport is not really...
an inspirational thing.
It's not really an inspirational thing.
If you could actually push the bus, maybe then.
That would be something.
That would be superhuman.
Yeah, you'd have to be superhuman for that. But yeah, if you could actually push the bus in front of you, that would be something. You'd be doing something that's a little bit, extraordinary. Whereas when she's going out and she's being a comedian and she's being an advocate for disabled,
and the invisibly disabled.
And the invisibly ill. That's,
don't forget us. Hi Stella, we love you, sweetie.
That actually is inspiring because, let's face it, we're not really doing that. At least not in the same way that she is. She's really going out there and fighting.
Yeah, but she's famous.
True.
And we're hardly getting a viewership. Except for one Devon. From the I'm chronically ill, fuck you.
Yeah, it'll happen one day. We'll be famous.
Maybe we'll get to some people's heads. That just because on television you see a terminally sick for that matter, a severely injured woman, like, what's her name? Was the one on the cover of the magazine, oh, so inspiring, Turia Pitt? Oh, wow, she had a terrible accident, she recovered. Good on her, but in what way is that inspiring? I don't know. And for Stella Young, being asked to be a person's motivational speaker to make people, have disabled people validate your reason to live. No, we don't like that.
No, we don't really.
And when my dad plays that, look at how happy those little terminally ill cancer kids are. On camera, they're happy on camera.
Kids smile on camera.
Yeah,
usually.
and apparently there's absolutely... their disease has nothing to do with the absolute complete depression and denial they're in from dying.
Yeah, because most people would think the same of us. Hi, we're on camera.
Hi, we're smiling.
We're smiling.
We're not depressed.
And we're not depressed at all, are we?
No, we're super duper happy.
Yeah.
So we're going to also take a look. Yeah, especially when the camera's on. And also when the camera's on, we're going to test out what Stella Young has talked about. That positivity is good for the soul, it's good for your disease.
Yeah, which it undeniably is, but it only goes so far.
Yeah, it's not a very practical way of treating your disease. Ableists are people who pretty much make other people feel bad for others being in a worse position, particularly those who are disabled. It's like racist. You're against someone of a certain race. Well, just an ableist is someone who is against a certain disability, and we face a lot of ableist comments and such because we're not in wheelchairs, we are just chronically ill, we're tired all the time and in pain.
And people don't believe us.
No, because we look healthy. And we look at us smiling. But what Stella brings to the table for this ableist comment, the only disability in life is a bad attitude. And we're just going to find out if being positive, is being positive, the actual...
Because Stella herself has a great remark in that line that no matter how often she stares at a flight of stairs, it never turns into a ramp.
Never, ever.
Never, ever. So we're going to see if that actually happens for us.
Or an escalator.
Or an escalator for me. Or,
yeah, it would be great.
Or any sort of form of moving walkway. That would be a lot easier that I didn't have to use my legs quite so much.
Oh, but when you do use your legs, you're inspiring everyone to use their legs.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I should damn well hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's good to be the butt of the joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, look, if I can use my legs,
anyone can.
Anyone can.
And that's what ableism is.
Yeah. Just know we have legs, and for the most part, we can actually use them. It doesn't actually mean we don't have. Yeah.
That's very difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
I can move. My problem is I move too well.
Yeah.
Like a dancer.
Yeah, my problem
except
is
less graceful.
Yeah, my problem is I don't move well enough, and I am even less graceful. So.
Oh, goody, good skis. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got up to.
Right. Hi, welcome to my backyard, such as it is. If you look around, you'll see an awful lot of grass overgrowing the place, a gigantic bush over there that takes up far too much space. It's a lovely, charming, cold, wet winter's day here. As you can see, I have my lovely brown corduroy jacket on, my lovely umbrella keeping me dry, and a bunch of grey clouds over there. So this is bothering me, this bad weather. So I'm going to apply a positive attitude to the weather. I'm going to smile at the clouds and think at them positively to make them go away.
Have they gone away yet?
No, they haven't.
How about now?
No.
Now?
No. Bastards.
How about now?
No.
Really?
Apparently not. That's really
Why?
I don't know. It's I tried thinking good thoughts at them to make them go away, and they're just not doing it. I do not like this at all. After all, I always thought that positive attitude could overcome everything. Apparently not the weather. Stairs. We have stairs leading down to the backyard. Maybe if I think positively at these, they'll turn into something a lot easier to go down. No. No, they're still stairs. It's a good thing that I am not in fact in a wheelchair, because if I were, I couldn't actually get down into my own backyard to do things like put the washing out. I actually couldn't get out of my own house, since we have steps out the front as well. That bush thing over there, what the hell is that even there for? I don't like it, it's a mess, it's ugly. I'm going to just think positive thoughts at it, and it's going to vanish. It's going to cut itself, it's going to go away.
Is it working?
Mm-mm.
Doesn't look like it's working.
No, it doesn't. This positive attitude thing really is a load of bullshit, isn't it? It's not working at all. The grass is not cutting itself, no matter how much I think at it to do so. The bush isn't going anywhere, the clouds aren't dissipating, the rain's not going away, it's not getting any warmer.
What about the washing?
And the washing, I can't even do the washing. I can't even think of my t-shirts to wash themselves, which would be nice if they would, but they won't. So.
But, don't forget, it's so inspiring that you're disabled and you do all that stuff.
It is indeed inspiring of me to do basic human tasks like washing, making food, that sort of thing. But because, that's what disabled people do, isn't it?
Oh my god! Have you ever seen a disabled person make a sandwich?
Well, if you haven't, you're seeing one now.
Ooh. Wonder what he's doing. He's cutting meat!
I'm cutting meat. Actually, when I was in hospital when I had my stroke 5 years ago, in the occupational therapy parts, they had a poster up, sort of advertising their services and things they do, and one of the things they specifically advertised was some other poor bastard who's had a stroke and couldn't use his left hand properly, and some fiendish device I come up with for actually holding down things that needed to be cut, like meat, whereas instead I'm using my hand, such as my hand is, trimming off the fatty bits because I'm picky and weird like that, and I don't like the fatty bits. But yeah, this is a surprisingly large part of my day is food for myself. And no interesting special devices, just one functional hand and one that's not quite as functional, unfortunately. But yes, well, there we go. We now have cut up meat. You see the left hand.
Wow, you're so inspiring.
So inspiring. No being a disabled person doing a completely ordinary thing. Amazing. And now, the bread. Because you can't really have a sandwich without the bread, can you? Kind of the whole point of it. 2 slices thereof. And again, using my not terribly good hand to try and hold the bag in place so I can put the seal back on. Yes, this is the fun part of making a sandwich, is the spreading the margarine. I don't know what you call it. The spread, just the spread. I'm going to get the left hand to hold the bread in place while I'm, since I don't have the hospital's lovely contraption for holding it down for me.
Wow, inspire.
Such inspire. Very food, much sandwich. Wow. And we slap bits of meat on in the appropriate places, and like so. Cut it in 2.
You master chef.
I am indeed. I should have been on MasterChef, I'm sure. So there you go, food. Not bad. But again, that's not a positive attitude at work there. That's just having to get on with making a sandwich to survive. If I was just using a positive attitude, the meat would cut itself. Except that it doesn't.
No, it didn't. Wow, I did not think of that. You are so inspiring to us all for being able to make your own fucking sandwich.
Goddamn right. The important thing to remember is that I'm not mentally handicapped after the stroke. I'm physically handicapped. The left hand doesn't do all the things it should. The brain otherwise functions as it, well, usually as it should, but yeah, the difficulty is physical, not mental, so.
You can eat a sandwich without spilling it all over yourself. And you can drink a cup of tea.
I can indeed drink a cup of tea.
And you don't need a bib.
And I don't need a bib.
Yeah. So inspirational.
So inspiring. Well, the next thing we're going to look at is how does a disabled person take out the garbage? The answer to that question, of course, is inspiringly. Oh look, steps. Steps. Never mind, I'll just use my positive attitude at them, they'll transform into something easy to get down.
Have they turned into a ramp yet?
No, this is getting really irritating.
How about now?
Bastards. I'm going to have to actually walk down these things rather than slide down. How irritating. So irritation, much angry, wow.
And how do you actually put your garbage in the bin?
Inspiringly. By lifting the inspiring lid and putting the inspiring bag in and getting the hell back into the house before I get any wetter.
But you're not using a stick!
I'm not, funnily enough, because I don't need the stick for absolutely everything. For a short trip out to the front of the house to put some crap into the bin, I'm fine.
And now, I'm going to demonstrate how a disabled person orders a pizza. Menu. Order now. Yeah. Not doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm just on pizzahut.com.au ordering a pizza.
But it's inspiring.
Why is it inspiring?
I don't know, just because it is.
What, because I'm in too much pain to go into my damned kitchen at my own house, pull out all the ingredients that are in my pantry, which there are, and make my own freaking pizza?
Yeah.
No, I'm in too much pain. It would be more inspiring if I did that, but no, I'm lazy.
But it's inspiring that you can use the internet to do it.
Oh, well,
instead.
oh yeah, of course. The internet, like, is not for disabled people. Like,
Absolutely.
It's for normal, everyday, first world people.
Yeah.
But people like us who are in pain all the time, we sit at our computers a lot.
We do.
And whinge.
Yes. Quite often online as well.
Yeah.
Not just at the computer, but actually on the internet.
And James over here spends a lot of time on the Ozpol tag.
I spend far too much time in there.
Yeah. So anyway, continuing.
We
have the order page.
Page.
We are going to pick this up because I'm hungry and I didn't want a corned beef sandwich. Especially not one made by James. I like to make my own sandwiches.
What's wrong with my sandwiches?
I don't like corned beef.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm going to have to order this pizza and go pick it up. I'm going to drive there. It's actually only about a 5-minute walk, but it's raining outside and I'm not going.
It's actually really coming down now, so yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up. Okay, I'm gonna put in personal details so you can switch it off now.
Okay.
And now we're gonna see how a disabled person drives.
Disabled people can avoid hitting other people's cars.
Yeah.
Around the corner we go.
There's no copyright on that because I'm just making it up as I go.
I wasn't going to say what's that giant leaf thing, I realised it's the deodorant thing.
Yeah.
I get to see this giant leaf at the top of the screen. It's a bit disconcerting for a moment.
That thing doesn't even have a scent anymore. It's been sitting there for like God knows how long.
Alright, it's just sort of hanging there like a dead leaf.
Yeah. Doom, 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 doom. I'm not singing the Doom song, I'm singing my own version of it. No copyright there. Let's see how I tackle this roundabout. Wow! I stop, I look both ways, there's someone on my right but he's turning left. Let's go.
And we just go straight through. Whee!
And now I'm going to pull up outside near Pizza Hut. I thought it was a very short drive here, but it's raining and we're not walking.
Yeah.
Just gonna park here, press the brake.
Wow, that was very inspiring.
Yeah, handbrake.
Handbrake.
Gear. Switch off all my electronics. Hi, I just drove to Pizza Hut. Much inspired.
Much inspired.
Very pizza.
Very pizza. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, hello. Look, it's a man with a stick. Yeah. Because it's a little bit, obviously a little bit further away than just in front of my house, I am using the walking stick to get me where I need to go now. We are, of course, walking right up to the Pizza Hut. We're going to get our inspiring food.
Now I got my pizza. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna put it in the car.
Wow.
Might help find one.
It might do.
Put you in the back seat.
That was very inspiring.
That was terribly inspiring.
That was indeed.
Now I need some painkillers. Not after every single task do I need painkillers.
But you do after this one.
Yeah, it's kind of really annoying.
No, hang the window over there. That was,
I put it in the car.
You did.
Now I have to drive back.
You do.
Crap.
Well, on the plus side, you'll have me driving with you. Well, not driving as such, but sitting in the passenger seat, offering commentary on all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, bugger. As you can see, these steps have not actually transformed themselves into a ramp or anything, so...
Or an escalator.
Or an escalator, which is really irritating, so I'm just going to have to walk up them. Like so. So I've got to say, that's a lot easier to do when I'm not carrying a bag of groceries like I usually am when I'm playing back in.
I'm carrying pizza and a camera.
You are indeed.
Alright, we're back in the house and you can put your stick down.
Yes, I can.
So what have we learnt today?
Well, we've learned that I can't control the weather.
And that you can make a sandwich.
I can make a sandwich. Like,
you can eat a sandwich.
Yeah, I can eat a sandwich.
And the pizza was also good.
The pizza was very nice. The pizza was very inspiring. But
totally inspiring.
Totally inspiring. Your chicken wings were inspiring too.
Oh yeah, and the way I was eating my chicken wings.
It was extremely inspiring, yeah.
Oh yeah, totally inspiring. Yeah. And all your positivity did not make it stop raining.
No,
the clouds
exactly,
still over our heads.
Yeah,
we're inside.
It was raining when we went down to the pizza shop, and it came bucketing down after we got back into the house. It was, so yeah, I mean, basically I'm not actually an extraordinary person in that respect because I don't know anybody else who can control the weather. I'm also not really extraordinary in the fact that, lots of other people can make themselves sandwiches, they can make themselves tea, they can eat pizza. It's, just because, a disabled person can do a thing doesn't necessarily make it inspiring. Unless it's something, as I said earlier...
Creative.
Absolutely, yeah. Creative or absolutely out of the ordinary. We spoke about Stella Young. I want to bring up another example, actually. Madison Elliott, who's a young girl. She's a gold medalist in swimming. And she just got a gold medal at the recent Commonwealth Games. And in one of the parasport games, swimming events, and I was watching an interview with her, and she said that she has cerebral palsy down the right side of her body. The right side of her body is afflicted because she had a neonatal stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, and a neonatal stroke is basically when you're born, or within, say, the first month of life, you have a stroke of the same sort that I did. Part of the brain goes bang, and so she obviously bounced back from that. She's not only a gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games, she's also a gold medalist at the 2012 Olympics as well. So she's bounced back from that. She's gone on to be this extraordinary sports person, and she's only 16 years old. And now that sort of thing is inspiring because that's not the sort of thing that everyone can do. That takes quite a degree of, obviously, talent and dedication.
But you know where you're wrong?
Where?
There are plenty of other people that do the same thing. They might not be as young as her, but plenty of other Olympians out there train their freaking hardest, go to the Olympics, perform amazingly, but they don't get celebrated for being disabled because they're able-bodied people doing able-bodied things. But when a disabled person does it, it's inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on her for winning all those medals, but it's nothing particularly. It's like you're going to use that against us to make us feel bad about our predicament, that we're not as disabled as somebody
Exactly.
else.
So that's when it does become a problem. It's okay for me as a disabled person.
Yeah.
I say to find that inspiring because then, that's actually really good. But at the same time, if another non-disabled person was to say the same thing, I'd say...
It's like, what's your excuse?
Yeah, exactly. What's your excuse? It's like, well, I don't know. My excuse is that I'm now almost at the end of my 30s and I've never actually trained as an Olympian. Because I never wanted to be one. Which she obviously did. She had the drive to do it.
And as you can tell, with this sexy body of mine, I never trained to be an Olympian either.
I'm not going to comment on that.
I was being sarcastic.
I had a feeling I didn't want to say anything just in case. No. But yeah, that's about it as far as inspiration goes, I think. It's
I think it's more to do with creativity.
I
Because
think so.
I can't stand that word anymore. I think it's one of those words like moist. You just want to banish into the...
What's wrong with moist? I don't understand.
Into the bowels of the dictionary and just like...
Well, I don't understand what problem people have with the word moist. It's a perfectly good word.
To describe something very dirty.
That's just me. I'm strange.
Yeah,
Like
the rainforests are moist. Which they are!
Technically, I suppose, yes.
Technically.
Anyway.
And technically you are inspiring me to be a gutter brain.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this episode.
That is.
I'm Lara.
I'm James.
And we're the Disabled Goths.
We are.
Only able-bodied disabled goths. See you next episode. Bye.